Hey guys, it's Ashley Park with IdeateTV, and I'm here with Georges Jeanty, and I wanted to ask you a little bit about your work.
Please.
Okay, now first of all, what inspired you to become an artist?
Ooh, that's sort of an esoteric question. You know, what makes anybody, I think really you have an aptitude. As a kid, everybody draws, and then as you get older, you realize you're good at it, or maybe you realize you're not good at it. I realized I was good at it, I kept with it. Everybody was always encouraging, so it was just something that I was led to, not necessarily some sort of a calling or anything.
Definitely, awesome. Well, what inspires your work?
Like artists or just in general?
Either way.
I was very big on comics at a very young age, so all of the comic work that I saw, I really wanted to emulate, even as a young kid. Not to think that I would ever feel that I would actually go into it, but just, you know, as you're a kid, you're like, oh my God, I love this, I love this, I love this. And it inspired me and I guess shaped what I did in later years.
Definitely. Now, I was taking a look at some of the books over here, and it looks like you base your work off of some characters that are already out there. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure, yeah. A lot of what I do is working for the Whedon world. Joss Whedon asked me to do Buffy a few years ago, and I did that for about 7 years. And then we were getting ready to do other stuff, and he said, well, hey, I've got Serenity. Would you like to come and do that? So it was really more of a, hey, what are you doing? Yeah, why don't you come over and do this? Okay, sure.
Definitely. And when you're kind of transitioning them from being real people into comic book characters, what changes?
Hopefully very little, because you want to give people the essence of whatever that was on that particular show, whether it be Star Trek or Star Wars, this case Serenity, that they felt when they were watching that. So you want to keep the essence, and I hate to say that's probably the hardest thing to do, is to keep the essence of what that is and make it translate into comics. So if I do it, that's great. If I don't, I'm trying.
Definitely. And do you have any others in the future or projects that you're working on right now?
Well, I finished the Serenity series. I was working on Batwoman for DC. They have announced another Serenity series, which I'm now working on, which won't be out until next year, but that'll be what I'm doing for at least another 8 months or so.
Awesome. Could you turn me into a comic book character?
I think I could. You've got a very good face. You've got a good body to go with it. All you need is a cape, I think.
Perfect. We got to go get me a cape right away.
Okay, good.
Awesome. Now, lastly, for people who might want to get into the kind of work that you do, becoming an artist and doing this kind of thing, do you have any advice?
Figure out if it really is what you want to do, because there will be a lot of years where there won't be any money and you'll be struggling. At the end, there is a payday, but figure out if that's really the payday you want, which I know doesn't really sound encouraging, but if you love it, stay with it. If you just want to make money, probably something else. I
think that's wonderful advice. Lastly, where can people find your books?
They can find them at bookstores. Dark Horse Comics publishes a lot of the Whedon stuff. And my website is www.cabalounge.com. So you can always find me there and ask questions and whatnot.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
I'm Ashley Park with IdeateTV.